Hey guys, it's Claudia coming at you from 100% Raw Nature in Miami, Florida. And I just came back from the farmer's market and did a little shopping haul. I wanted to give you some ideas of things that you can buy to help make your life a little bit more healthier. So this video is really meant for people who are transitioning or who are just trying to incorporate a little bit more conscious food into their diet. So here we go. First up on the list, of course, one of the very first things I got were my berries. You want to make sure that when you purchase berries that they're always organic, okay? If you cannot afford organic berries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, berries in general, if they are not organic, please just do not buy them. And the reason why we say this is because these berries, the skin is so soft and they're so exposed, and when they grow, they're more prone and susceptible to pesticides. And any chemicals that are sprayed directly on them, and they seep into the skin. It's so easy for them to seep into the skin. So you want to make sure that they're organic. And the minute I come back from the farmer's market, one of the very first things I do is I just soak my berries. So this is the water that they were in. As you can see, it has all the dirt. And next up on the list is some bananas that I got from the market. And what I usually do is I like my bananas when they like this. The minute they start getting spots and stuff on them, I bag them up and I freeze them. So this is just a little bit of frozen food that I make on my own for my smoothies. So I also have some mangoes here that I got from my friend's tree. He has like the best mango tree in the whole entire world. And that's going to be my diet. This week it's mango season. This is another mango. You can see this is a little bit overripe, starting to spoil on my counter. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut around that. And I'm going to bag that and freeze that for smoothies. I also bought a couple of avocados over here, some rainbow color peppers, Scotch bonnet peppers, some mushrooms, different types of mushrooms. I also have my kale, some more peppers. Here's some bell pepper frick, and sweet potato, bok choy, some wonderful onions for my soup, plums. Now notice something with my fruit. You will notice that some of the fruit is not ripe, and then some of it is like extremely ripe. And you want to do that because you want to be able to keep some of your fruit for 4 days. So if you're not in the mood to eat that particular fruit, you can eat something else that's ripe. I also have a pear over here. I only got one pear this time because I kind of OD'd on pears last week. I have my absolute mandatory on my shopping list, watermelon. Guys, just make sure that your watermelon has seeds in it. It's very vital that it has seeds. Watermelon is just one of those things that if you're trying to lead a healthier lifestyle, it is one of the first things that you've got to incorporate in your daily diet. Simple. It will give you a new look to life. It will make you feel so much better if you're suffering from energy loss or just dehydration in general. Go with your watermelon. It's amazing. Another thing we have here is the coyote squash. This is called the chocho or chacha, something like that. But I'm going to make some soup. When I make my veggie soup, I'm going to add that in there. I also have my kale and parsley. Okay, and what I usually do is I cut all this stuff up. My kale, I am going to remove from the stalk, you know. For example, see that stalk? I remove those stalks. I wash my kale, I cut it up, and I freeze it so I have it for my smoothies. I always freeze my stuff because I cannot afford to have stuff spoil. It's expensive if you do that, and you will waste a lot of money. So the minute you buy produce, the minute it sits in your house for 2, 3, 4, 5 days, start cutting it up, bag it up and freeze it. Put it in a Ziploc bag, freeze it for your smoothies. That's why I have my Ziplocs here, because if I see anything that's a little bit overripe, I immediately cut it up and put it in the freezer. I do that with everything. This is celery that I add to my smoothies. I make it on my own, freeze it. But you want to make sure that when you start eating healthy and you start buying your fresh fruits and vegetables, you want to make sure that you preserve them all the time. Preserve, cut up, freeze, make smoothies. Don't throw stuff out. because it can cost you an arm and a leg. For example, just the little berries over here. These berries cost me $20 to buy because they are organic. I cannot afford to waste this. So whatever is mushy, I'm going to freeze it. And it's just that simple. So that's how you want to live when you're eating healthy, or you will get discouraged real quick. And you will bleed money, okay? And be throwing out a whole bunch of garbage every day. I'm going to do a little video on this baby right here. It's the most delicious fruit you'll ever taste. And can you guess what it's called? If you guess it, list it in the comment section below and I'll see if you're right. Okay, so anyway guys, again, just a little short video, just letting you know it's very easy to transition. Start off slow. Don't go fruit and vegetable crazy because you will get bored real quick. Just slowly start incorporating it into your life. You know, you want to do 60-40, then go up to 70-40 and so forth, and get to a point where you can go a couple of days, weeks, months without eating any processed foods and clean your body out. Okay, so anyway guys, have a good weekend, and I'll be loading up more videos as we go. And if you want to see nutritional facts on anything, I will also be adding that up. The very first video, like I said, I'm going to do is on this baby right here. Great nutrition, great fruit. Okay, anyway, have a good one.